So the first year we did $1.5 million in revenue. The second year we doubled, we did 3 million. Last year we did about 20 million in revenue. And this year we're on pace to do about 30 million. Hi, my name is Jason and I'm the CEO of Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream. We are a children's book publisher focused on the direct-to-consumer channel. I got a question for you guys. How do you make more money selling direct-to-consumer? Well, as we view it, there are only really three options. One is you can reduce your CAC, your customer acquisition cost. You can reduce your COGS, or you can increase the lifetime value of your customer. But as I'm sure most of you have noticed, CPMs are dramatically on the rise, plus a tremendous amount of volatility in media costs. And not to mention all of the iOS 14 that's been going on, making tracking, attribution, the native retargeting and programmatic stuff that lives within Facebook and Google. Basically, reducing your acquisition cost is super hard. So what about reducing COGS? I'm sure everybody noticed the increase in shipping costs during the holidays last year, and they're doing the same thing this year. So this is really hard too. At the end of the day, it's really hard to squeeze the last penny out of somebody. And it doesn't really move the needle that much. So the last option of the three that I gave you is really increasing the lifetime value of your customer. That's really how you make more money. And how do you get your lifetime value up? Well, you get your customers to order again. So how do you do that? Well, there's only a couple basic ways that you can go about doing this. One is you really increase the product quality or the efficacy. So the efficacy, you're selling a supplement of some sort or a skin cream or whatever it is, get it to work better. And if it works better, they're going to reorder again and again and again. The other way to do it is a bigger catalog. So a part of our tremendous growth last year was we moved into publishing third-party authors. And so we have a catalog now of 150 titles. And so we got a lot of books to sell. I can send every customer a book twice a year and we're still not out of books. Then the last thing you can do is really improve the customer journey. So let's assume again that everybody has a great product page. You have those FAQs, you have a beautiful checkout. You deliver a great product and it arrives on time. Now, sometimes it doesn't arrive on time, but you can call the postal service and complain and they will do nothing for you, but there you go. First, it's important to know every direct-to-customer company is going to have problems. And so really what it comes down to is how do you respond to that customer? How do you deal with their problem? If you make the customer service experience easy, you reduce 1 point of friction. And the last thing to consider is don't just fix the problem, but delight the customer. And so what we mean by that is somebody will order a thing of books and the mailman will take the books and they'll leave them on the front porch and the books get wet from the sprinklers. Well, we could say, hey, not my fault, call the post office, tough luck, but they're not going to buy from you again. They don't blame the post office, they blame you, the vendor, the brand. And so in those instances, we will ship out another set of books to that customer. And if we treat them right, they're going to buy from us again. So as our business really started to scale, so did our customer service issues. And we realized the only way that we could really scale our customer service team was to build some type of flow where a customer could go in and answer some questions. So this gentleman, Villius, stumbled upon a company called Richpanel. And we had never heard of them. They were new and growing. And what we realized is they had everything that we needed and more. And the first one was really just sort of that self-segmentation, the automation of the workflows, allowing customers to find out where their packages are, or maybe they needed to cancel an order or change an address, or maybe their books were damaged due to sprinklers and they needed another set. So here's what happened for us. We went from a lifetime value of a customer over 12 months at $55 to 70. And really not much changed. Our average order value was the same. Our COGS were the same. Our CAC, well, probably our CAC this year is higher than last year, but we saw that our reorder rate was higher. People were coming back to shop again. When we started, we had a CSAT score of 4.1 out of 5, and our reorder rate was 10%, and that wasn't very good. With the new Richpanel integration that we have, our CSAT score is now 4.9. And I think that's probably one of the statistics that I'm the most proud of. So, because you have to consider that's a 4.9 out of 5 for screamers, people that had a problem. Something didn't go the way they expected, and they still gave us a 4.9 out of 5. Our reorder rates increased by 4 times. We were able to cut the number of customer service agents we needed by half. So we have a lot of customer service agents. So over the course of a year, that's a 6-figure number we were able to save. And in the last 24 months, we have 400,000 5-star reviews. So I'm really, really proud of our customer service team and what they have been able to achieve. And frankly, the automation and the workflows that Richpanel put out are a very large portion of how we were able to achieve those numbers and continue to grow our business, not to mention all the money they saved us by allowing us to cut our customer service staff in half.